Solution. We specialize in remarkable transformations, whether it's restoring old, worn-out roofs or providing top-notch installation. From faded to fabulous, we can take your roof from this to that. With our expertise, your barn will become a standout feature in the neighborhood. Experience the cool roof advantage as we restore and upgrade older commercial roofs, designed for energy efficiency and reducing your carbon footprint. Choose Florida Roof Design for remarkable transformations that bring your roof back to life. Get in touch with us today and let us take your roof from worn out to wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Loma Moser. This is my husband, Danny. He's also my drone pilot. I am the owner and license holder of Florida Roof Design. I've been licensed in the state of Florida for 17 years. In that time, we have worked with commercial clients such as Bank of America, Northrop Grumman, AutoNation, MacDill Air Force Base, ABL Systems here in Ocala, and many, many others. We've done all types of commercial and residential roofing, but we pretty much focus right now on commercial roof coatings. The reason for that is because they're so much more energy efficient, they reduce landfill use, they offer 10, 15, and 20-year renewable warranties, which means you may never have to re-roof your commercial building again. And the cost, bonus here, is less than half of re-roofing. In some instances, it's only a third of re-roofing. So just wanted to tell you that we would love to stand up here for the next 3.5 minutes and tell you more about our roofing company and what we do. We're new to Ocala, relatively. We just got here 3 years ago. What we really want to do is just ask you to take a look at some of the materials that are on the table, come talk to us. We have one of the reps of roof coating materials manufacturer right here, Joe Lambert with Fluid Applied Roofing, if you have any questions. Hit us up on our website, Facebook. We'd love to talk to you about resolving your unresolved roofing issues, or if you have any need for droning. A lot of real estate agents do that. But we'd like to spend the next 3 minutes, though, telling you why, when we got here, our focus was to not just be a part of your economy, but to be a part of your community.
So Loma and I see roofing as God's way of blessing us with provision. But feeding into the lives of children, that is actually more of our passion. For several years, we were able to feed athletes in the former community that we lived in. Through a relationship with one of my teammates at UCF, we actually had an open door to a local high school. Through food and actually being able to pray with the kids and spend time in Bible study, we saw so many of those kids' lives change, but also the coach that was involved in that, we saw him change right before our very eyes. In 2020, we felt that God was calling us to this place called Ocala for some reason. I knew two things about Ocala. I can remember going here as a kid and going to Silver Springs and Six Gun Territory. And then I remember this kid named Dante Culpepper that played football at a school called Vanguard. When I got to Ocala, or we got to Ocala, we stopped by and we actually prayed over Vanguard High School, that we would get an opportunity to love on the kids inside that school. Well, I don't know about you, but God just usually drops everything and answers my prayers immediately. So around 3 years later, that door did finally open. This fall, we were so very blessed that we were able to partner with Meadowbrook Church and invest in Vanguard High School. We were able to give them pregame meals and snacks after the game and encouragement, but more than anything, we were able to pray with the kids on a regular basis. We recognize that Coach Farmer is doing an excellent job with those kids at that school. They were so polite and they're so kind, but there's only so much that one man can do. So why am I telling you all this? Isn't this morning supposed to be about your business and the CEP? What if I were to tell you that in excess of 1,600 kids in our county are living on the street? What if I were to tell you that there are children today that are not going to go to school because they don't have shoes on their feet so that they can walk to school? I know this sounds outlandish, but I can assure you that the information is verified and true. But it's only the tip of the iceberg. So what does that mean to you and me? Maybe you're stretched to your financial limit. Maybe there's not a single dime that you could give any further, but you probably have time. But more than anything, I'd ask you to stop and pray for our kids. Maybe you know of a specific kid in need. Maybe there's a lot of different ways that you could help them. Maybe there's even 1,000 ways that you could reach out. Maybe it's tutoring, maybe it's cash, maybe it's time. I'd ask you to seek that opportunity. I'd ask you to reach out and do everything you can to invest in kids. Maybe you have the resources to help, but you just don't know where to start. Seated at our table down front is Danielle Lucas. Please stand up. She's the community relations manager for The Rock. The Rock is a resource currently in 16 of our local schools, and it's soon to be 3 more after the first of the year. On a daily basis, they serve in excess of 400 students. They serve our kids who are struggling with a refuge, a foundation, and a purpose. They offer the same students items such as clothing, shoes, toiletries, and more. They also partner with local organizations to make sure that these kids can get counseling if they need it. But most importantly, they continually show these future leaders that God has empowered them to do great things. Through God, they can overcome any obstacle. That they actually matter to God. Lastly, most importantly, they're loved by God and they're loved by us. If this is you and your heart for the next generation, please see us at our table in the hallway, where we might be able to plug you in someplace and understand where you might be able to help. We believe that God wants all of us to intercede in some fashion for his children. We love you all in your heart for service. Thank you for your time. God bless and Merry Christmas.
Thank you all very much. Thank you, Florida Roof Design.